Bien, Tim, muchas gracias por tu tiempo a nombre de Telemundo Deportes. Te quería preguntar, ¿cómo ves que ha evolucionado esta selección de Estados Unidos desde la última Copa del Mundo?
Yeah, I think we're um obviously there's guys who are much more experienced now than the last World Cup. I think the last World Cup we were second youngest, I believe, in Qatar. So yeah, guys have matured a lot more. I think guys are playing a lot more regularly and being big kind of main players at their club, which is a positive. But I think overall, I think the attitude and the mentality and the intensity of the group has gone up, since the last World Cup.
¿Cuál ha sido el mayor cambio desde la llegada de Pochettino al primer equipo de Estados Unidos?
I think the biggest change is just everybody being on their toes, having to be on their toes, knowing that no spot is guaranteed, that we all have to fight and work in order to be a part of the group, in order to put ourselves in a position to make the World Cup team.
Por lo que vemos, Pochettino tiene mucha confianza en ti. ¿Tú lo sientes de esa manera?
Yeah, not just me either. He has a lot of confidence in everybody. And he instills that with his messaging and with the way he speaks to everybody. And it's a great feeling as players when you have a manager who is fully confident in you as a player, but the group as a whole. It allows you to go out and play free, and play with a freedom and just be able to enjoy playing the game instead of always being on edge and being nervous. So yeah, not just me. I mean, I feel it on a daily basis, obviously when we work with them, but I think with the group, with everybody, they have such high confidence in everybody that I think it shows when we go out onto the pitch.
Con tantos jugadores tan jóvenes que van llegando en las convocatorias a esta selección, ¿cuál es tu rol en esta selección ahora con respecto a los jóvenes?
Yeah, obviously I'm still pushing to play every game, to start every game, to contribute on the field, and then off the field be the kind of the obviously I am the older player, but be the guy that everybody can come to and whether they want to talk about life or the game or what the coaches are asking of all of us, just being the veteran kind of leader, and being there for anybody who needs it. I'm not going to be the one that's on top of everyone. Oh, are you okay? You okay? You need this, you need that. Just always being there for anybody who wants to come and have a chat.
¿Qué tan importante es para ti y para toda la defensa mantenerse así de sólidos como lo demostraron sobre todo en el segundo tiempo frente a Ecuador?
Yeah, it's vitally important. Obviously, we as defenders, you always pride yourself on keeping the ball out of your net. So communication is really key. Is really something that Mauricio has really instilled in us, and that's an important aspect. But yeah, just making sure that we're all connected, with the guy next to us, with the people in front, the goalie behind, and that that creates a really good, strong group of players.
¿Qué crees que le falta trabajar al equipo de aquí a lo que falta para el Mundial?
I think the biggest thing is we can still be more intense. We can still be more aggressive with and without the ball. We've seen a little bit of that in the last couple of games, where we're really being aggressive with and without the ball and really putting in good performances. And I think that is key for us as a group. And I think that's something that we can continue to improve on, and really, really get down to what makes us, difficult to play against. And that is the aggressiveness, that we have.
¿Cómo manejas todo lo que se habla acerca de la selección, sobre todo por parte de los fanáticos, en las redes sociales y en la prensa en general?
I don't. I mean, there's so many different opinions. There's so much hype. There's so many, things that happen between now and the World Cup. And I've always been one that you just take kind of each day, each week, each month, as it is. And people are going to have good things to say, and people are going to have bad things to say. And you can't control that. And for me, it's always, right, what can I control? What can I focus on that that I can affect and that I can take care of, and that's the way I approach it. Like I said, there's so many different opinions and different outlets, and if you focus on that, you're losing out on focusing on really what matters.
¿Qué de diferente has visto o has sentido en este ciclo mundialista comparado al anterior?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously not having qualifying is different. I think that takes some of the meaningful games out of play, which is, you look at it one way, it's it's great. We can focus on building a team and gelling, but at the same time, you don't have the test of really meaningful matches. So, yeah, I'd say that's the biggest difference at the minute between previous cycles and this cycle. But also when you have a coaching change in the middle of a cycle, that's also a big change, especially when you have one philosophy before, and now you have a different one. So I think that's been a challenge that I think now all of the group and all of the guys are starting to really grasp and understand.
¿Cómo es el ambiente ahora en el vestuario previo a estos partidos amistosos? ¿Sienten, huelen ya ese olor que viene de la próxima Copa del Mundo? ¿Qué sensación les deja?
Yeah, for sure. You know that it's close. I think once we got inside of a year, a year left before the World Cup starts, you really start to feel that anticipation, that knowing, okay, we're that much closer. We only have, however many camps left to really gel and become a really good team. So yeah, you definitely feel it. There's no nerves. I mean, everybody's really excited. Everybody's trying to do everything they possibly can to be a part of the team and be a part of a home World Cup.
El hecho de ser local, el hecho de jugar en casa con tu público, ¿hace una gran diferencia comparado a otras Copas del Mundo?
Yeah, I mean, I think it does, but I also think, you look at previous World Cups, no matter where they're played, and fans travel, and supporters travel from all over the world. I think, for us, we know all the cities that we're, being from here. We know what cities, we're going to be playing in, or what hotels we're going to be in. So I think that helps to a certain extent. But I think always, you have the pressure of playing at home. And I think that's a good thing. You should feel privileged to have that pressure, to be the team that is carrying the flag for the home country.
De los nuevos jugadores o de los jugadores jóvenes que has visto, ¿cuál es el que más te llama la atención?
I say Malik Tillman. Ever since the summer has really, really just been a force on the field, and that's something that you've seen from that I've seen from the previous kind of couple years to now. His growth in terms of what he does on and off the field is really impressive to see, and he's taking that next step to be one of the main guys to really put himself in a good position to make the World Cup team.
¿Cómo te mantienes en plena forma a tu edad? Pareces, estás jugando como un muchacho de 20 años prácticamente. ¿Y cómo te mantienes motivado en este momento en la selección?
You know what? I think that the biggest motivation is a home World Cup. I think now, as we've gotten closer, it's been at the forefront to say, okay, you have to do everything you possibly can on and off the field to be a part of that team. And that's the first kind of motivation. The second motivation is my family, showing my kids that you can play for as long as you want to play. You can, as long as you're doing the right things and taking care of yourself, you can have a really long career in anything that you do.
¿Qué es lo que tiene de especial jugar ese primer partido, jugar todos los partidos en casa con tu público, en tus estadios, con tu familia? ¿Qué es lo que hace especial este mundial?
Yeah, it would be goosebumps actually thinking about it. I mean, it will have been, my career will have spanned 17 years professionally, and for that to kind of be towards the very end, I mean, it would just be a perfect ending for me to be able to play be a part of a team, to play in a home World Cup. You know, I don't think even the younger guys, you probably won't have another opportunity to play at a home World Cup. So I think everybody's really doing everything they possibly can to be a part of that, because they know it's a once in a career opportunity for all of us.
Bien, Tim, muchas gracias por tu tiempo. Éxitos en todo lo que venga de aquí hasta la Copa Mundial.
No problem, thank you.
Ya que nos encontraste,
No nos pierdas.
Suscríbete al canal de YouTube de Telemundo Deportes.